Well, hello everybody, and welcome to Starry Tarot. Good to see y'all today. Happy Tuesday to you. Sorry, it's gonna drive me bananas. Let's switch this. Okay. Welcome. I hope you are all doing great. If you are new here, welcome to the channel. My name is Sophie. I am a tarot reader. I can answer any of your questions with the exception of medical and or legal questions. All of my donation information can be found at the top, pinned at the top of the chat, and in the body of the chat as well as in the body of the video itself. I have a variety of, you can literally ask any question that you like, like I mentioned, with the exception of medical or legal, but I also have a variety of different reading options for you to choose from as well. If you have a basic, I don't want to say a basic, but one of my most popular readings is my thoughts, feelings, and intentions spread, and that's really good for romantic questions, but not exclusively romantic questions. I've definitely had clients ask for TFI readings or the OG love reading for non-loved ones. Sorry, one sec here. I've definitely had people ask for non-loved ones, coworkers, neighbors, family, friends. You name it, people have probably asked for a TFI reading within that realm. But it also, yeah, and like I mentioned, it also works for career as well as love, and it's no additional donation amount. It's just simply a suggestion for a type of reading that essentially answers 3 questions in one. If you want to know someone's thoughts towards you, I can additionally answer what their feelings and their ultimate intentions are towards you at this time if they do have them. I am also a psychic medium. I can communicate with those who have passed on. Sorry, I don't know why I'm so out of breath. I feel like I just ran a marathon. I can also communicate with those who have passed on. If you are interested in a mediumship reading, all of my mediumship reading information can be found there. I do ask that we check in to make sure we can communicate with the person who you are trying to communicate who has passed on before going forth with your reading. There is a process where I do have to see if I can check in with them and they're willing and able to communicate. Most of the time they are, but not 100% of the time, so I do not aim to disappoint. I want to make sure I can get through to them. I also provide past life regression readings. Those are always fascinating. They don't have to be with the intent or purpose of illuminating something in your life that's relevant to your life now. It could be for any intent or purpose, really. But I've been studying past life regression therapy for many years now. Sorry, there's something in my eye. I need to get some eye drops. I've been studying it for many years now. And I developed a method utilizing tarot. I kind of stumbled upon it actually about 2 years into this channel. One moment. There we go, much better. I kind of stumbled upon it. I've been doing past life regression therapy for almost as long as I've been doing tarot. I started doing tarot professionally almost 5 years ago. And like I said, about 2 years into it, I realized I was channeling past lives. So that is another service that I offer. Always very fascinating. And again, the purpose doesn't have to be the same for everyone. It can be whatever your intent or purpose is in discovering something within your soul's tapestry. I also offer soulmate confirmation readings. Those are pretty self-explanatory there. They can be asked, the soulmate confirmation readings can be asked in one of 2 ways. Either directly, we ask your spirit guides, your angels, your messengers, if somebody in your life is indeed a soulmate of yours, if they are meant to be a part of your life, and if yes, what capacity? If no, why not? Or alternatively, we can ask your spirit guides if they give their blessing towards a particular person in your life. And that blessing can definitely be hard to get, I will say. Our spirit guides definitely want what's best for us ultimately, just like our loved ones do. A lot of our guides are ancestral spirit guides, so they were related to us at one point, so they do really care about our well-being, excuse me, and those who are in our lives. So getting their blessing is definitely definitely a big deal, for sure. I also offer, right now I am offering my 2026 readings. Every year around this time of year, I offer a comprehensive 24-card reading for the upcoming new year. I will be offering this 2026 reading consisting of 24 cards. Excuse me. Consisting of 24 cards. It is $26.26 if you donate over Cashapp, Venmo, or PayPal. Over SuperChat, it is $34.34. But yes, it is 24 cards, 2 cards for each month. It is incredibly comprehensive, and I will be providing those readings until the 10th of January this year, if that is something that you are indeed interested in. I also offer private readings. I offer 2 different types of private readings. I offer them by appointment only, via Zoom calls, and the setup is the same as it is here. You see the cards, you see me, unless I need more room on the board, in which I will move my face, but you will hear me. It's just like receiving a reading on here, only it's just you and me, my undivided attention on you, and you can give me all the backstory and context you want, in addition to having that extra level of privacy and discretion that just can't be offered over a live stream. And then alternatively, I also offer private readings at no additional donation amount. Just send in your donation and I can give you your reading over either voice memos, via DMs on Instagram, or typed over email. And I can answer your question within, at the very latest, 24 hours, but I can usually get to you within 2 to 3 hours of you sending a donation. Just make sure that you send your question as well so that I can answer the question so I know what to ask. So with that being said, I think that is my spiel there. So the donation queue is currently open. So whoever donates next will be read for next. And we are using the Muse Tarot deck today. I love this deck by Chris Ann. Very, very beautiful. I've had it for many years. Very beautiful feminine energy there. Thank you so much. Oh my God, Kendra! How are you doing, girl? Good to see you. Long time no see. How are you doing? I'm doing well. I'm doing well. I don't know if I've talked to you since I moved, but I moved from Pacifica, where I was living before with John. I moved back in September. Um, yeah, I'd love to read for you, girl. Today I am using the beautiful Muse Tarot deck. I'm sure you're familiar with this one. It's a tried and true favorite there. Yeah, no, I'm living in the city now. You moved to? Did you move? You moved? I know you moved back. Last I heard, you moved back to North Carolina. Am I correct there? Am I saying that? You have this one? Yeah. No, I love this one. And what's the other one that she's the Light Seers tarot deck? I love that deck. I have that one as well. She's great. I love her art. Like I love how she incorporates like photography with painting, in some of her art. You did. Right on, girl. Right on. Are you enjoying? Are you? And then actually, and then last we spoke, I think you also told me that you were trying to you were trying to become a flight attendant. Are you still doing that? Sorry, I don't mean to like give y'all super close up of my mug. Yeah, I'm having a bad hair day. I desperately need a new haircut, but my hairstylist is all booked up until she's not booked up Christmas weekend, but I obviously can't get it done Christmas weekend, so I have to wait till the 30th to get my hair done. No, I'm a teacher assistant now. Oh, right on. What kind of teaching? It's a much better fit for you. Yeah, yeah. What age group are you teaching, and what are you teaching? I can imagine you're a really good teacher, Kendra. I can imagine you're great with kids. I can imagine you being good with preteens. I can imagine you being good with teens. I can imagine you being good with college students. Um, Maybe not super little ones. What? You tell me that you're like teaching at a preschool or something? They can just get kind of rowdy, but some of them are really, really cute, and if they're disciplined well enough, you can teach them. My brother's teaching his kids right now. I'm so happy to hear that, Kendra. I don't teach really, more so helping a student one-on-one in special program. Oh, right, teaching assistant. Yeah, yeah, yeah. So like tutoring and stuff like that, or are they special needs students, or is it kind of like, or like resource, or like? Some have special needs, and some have. Oh, okay. So some have special needs, some have behavioral issues. Okay, okay. I'm sure you're really, really good. I'm sure it's a wonderful calling for you, Miss Kendra. Thank you so much. I just received your donate. Let's go ahead and get this queue fired up. Did you want a 10-card reading, or did you have 2 questions, hon? My ex used to be a teaching aide for autistic students. He really valued the job. He felt very valued. There were some issues with like corporate and stuff like that, and the way that the things were ran, but in general, his like job satisfaction was very high. 10 cards, please. I'd like a general of what's to come my way. You got it, love. And what better time than the early part of the month? Am I right? And New Year is coming too. New Year is coming as well. What is this piece of hair here? Oh! Oh wait, no. I was gonna say Miss Fire Sign. No, you're not a Sagittarius. You're an Aries. What am I talking about? You're an April baby. Angels, messengers, and spirit guides, please provide Kendra with any and all messages she needs to hear at this time. Angels, messengers, and spirit guides, please provide Kendra with any and all messages she needs to hear at this time. Angels, messengers, and spirit guides, please provide Kendra with any and all messages she needs to hear at this time. Angels, messengers, and spirit guides, please provide Kendra with any and all messages she needs to hear at this time. Angels, messengers, and spirit guides, please provide Kendra with any and all messages that she needs to hear at this time. Angels, messengers, and spirit guides, please provide Kendra with any and all messages that she needs to hear at this time. Earth Masters and Spirit Guides, please provide Kendra with any and all messages that she needs to hear at this time. Earth Masters and Spirit Guides, please provide Kendra with any and all messages that she needs to hear at this time. Earth Masters and Spirit Guides, please provide Kendra with any and all messages that she needs to hear at this time. Earth Masters and Spirit Guides, please provide Kendra with any and all messages she needs to hear at this time. Earth Masters and Spirit Guides, please provide Kendra with any and all messages she needs to hear at this time. Earth Masters and Spirit Guides, please provide Kendra with any and all messages she needs to hear at this time. Earth Masters and Spirit Guides, please provide Kendra with any and all messages she needs to hear at this time. Earth Masters and Spirit Guides, please provide Kendra with any and all messages she needs to hear at this time. Earth Masters and Spirit Guides, please provide Kendra with any and all messages she needs to hear at this time. Sorry, one moment, Kendra. So sorry. All right, Kendra, let's see what is going on here. We have the moon, the world, the lovers, Four of Pentacles reversed, Four of Wands, the Fool reversed, Ten of Cups reversed, Three of Pentacles reversed, Strength, and Eight of Wands. Okay. What is to come from Miss Kendra? Well, we got the dreaded moon card. I only call the moon card the dreaded card because it's that which is unknown. So it's that and the High Priestess can be difficult cards for me to read no matter what angle you look at it. But the moon is that which is unknown. I'm not seeing it as there are things that are being concealed from you. The way that I see it is that, and I'm sure you've heard me say this before, the Lotus on that Lover's card is really quite nice. Hi, Matt Persons. Welcome. Thank you for the compliment. So with the moon, I'm not seeing it as so much things are being concealed from you at this time, Miss Kendra. I'm seeing it more as, and I've probably said this in the past, my belief that, yes, I do believe in fate. I do believe that some things are definitely fated in this world. These cards are so unique. Yes, they're very beautiful. They're very beautiful. There are certain things that are definitely fated in this world, but in large part, the future is unwritten, and a lot of it has to do with our own free will and the actions that we take. And it does look like you are on the right path, more or less. You're definitely taking the right actions and focusing on the right things to accomplish the goals that you ultimately want to accomplish and manifest the things that you ultimately would like to see come to fruition. But with that is also having the wisdom of knowing that there are going to be certain things that we are not going to know about the future that we can't possibly anticipate, but we must move forward anyway. That's the wisdom of the Fool card here, is taking those leaps of faith, knowing that, things, we don't know what's going to be on the other side with if we apply for a job, and I'm not saying this is your situation, but say, for instance, applying for a job or starting a new program, we don't know if it's going to be successful or not, or even moving into a new place, we don't know if it's going to be a good space, but, taking that leap of faith is really the wisdom of the Fool, Yeah, some things are unknown or aren't meant to be known. Exactly. And Spirit wants you to discover that as you continue on your path's journey. And with this World card, yeah, I do see you absolutely calling into manifestation the things that you have been visualizing and dreaming of. And that's also what this moon signifies as well, is dreams. Dreams coming true, not necessarily coming true, but following our dreams with the Fool reverse, following our dreams, listening to our dreams, and knowing that they might not come true, but we've still got to chase them, at a certain point, which I know you do, and you have, and you continue to do. That's very much your spirit and very much within your Aries nature. This Ten of Cups reversed, though, is signifying to me that there is a certain level of disharmony at this time. I don't know if it has to do, if you're happy with your living situation right now. I don't know if you're living with your family or if you're living with friends. But the Ten of Cups reversed, excuse me, is usually indicative of a lack of harmony on the home front. So you take that as you will. I'm not sure if you are feeling that you're in a space of disharmony right now, either in your work life or your home life, family life, etc. But just something to think about there. All that exists is the present moment. Imagine the future, the source of anxiety. Be here now, and your dreams will also be here now. I say that all the time, Matt. I say that all the time. You're totally right. Make the present moment your be. And that's what the Six of Cups card is all about. Staying in the present moment. Staying in the present moment. I feel pretty harmonious with my family, to be honest. I don't feel harmonious with my home in LA, though. But you left that, right? Maybe this is what it's signifying, is you walked away with this World card and the Ten of Cups reverse. You walked away from disharmony, and you're manifesting your own destiny. Didn't. Yeah, I was going to say past tense, right? Yeah. And you took that leap of faith again. You took that leap going to LA in the first place, and now you've taken another leap of faith going back home, but you feel more harmonious now. Yeah, girl, I hated those roommates. Oh, I'm sorry, love, girl. I hear you. Let's just say I hear you. We've got the Lovers here. Beautiful card. This beautiful Lovers card with the Three of Pentacles reverse. This to me, I don't know if you are focusing on your love life right now. I don't know if there's somebody at your work that you might be interested in, because we do have this Three of Pentacles reversed here. But the Lovers is really a card of exploring harmonious connections with others, and they don't have to be romantic, but definitely new connections with others that are unbridled by expectations or owing anyone anything, but just like new connections that are untethered and unbound, that serve a balanced purpose for both people. And again, this does not have to be romantic. This could be new friends within the workplace. It could be someone romantic. It could be coworkers. I'm attracted to someone at work, and I'm open to love, but also very self-focused. And that was the energy I was getting too. Is like, you're very focused on your goals right now, as a lot of my clients and myself are right now. I don't know if it's something to do with the winter time. If at least for me, if I'm single in the wintertime, I'm not in the mood to like go out and date like I do in the springtime. I don't know about you, but like I'm more focused on just getting work done and focusing on making my dreams come true in that respect. Not to say that I don't have romantic dreams, but kind of putting those to the side during the wintertime. I don't know if that's something that resonates with you, but with this Three of Pentacles reversed, I did get a sense there was someone that you were attracted to, but it's like at this time, not really looking into exploring it, winter makes me reflect a lot and plan. Exactly. Me too. The cold weather, there's more time to be indoors and be introspective. And you work for a school, so I'm assuming that you're going to have a little break soon. Correct me if I'm wrong, but and I work for schools as well, so I'm going to have a little bit of a break from my other job. I'll still be hunkering down here, but he also has 2 kids, so one's with kids, interesting. Okay, we have this Four of Pentacles reverse and Strength card here that I've been trying to figure out. This is the pair of cards here that is kind of confounding me. So I want to get my handy dandy little black book out here and see, because we've got both the Three of Pentacles reverse and then the Four of Pentacles reverse just adjacent there. So I want just a little bit of clarity. Yeah, Four of Pentacles reversed, and this makes sense for wintertime. Generosity, giving, and that to me is just celebrating Christmas, getting presents for people, doing nice things for people, cooking for people, being there with family, being looser with one's finances, with not the trajectory of being generous, not like for this the sole purpose of being generous, but because it feels good. It feels good to let go and a little bit and give to others, and sometimes not even a little bit. Like it really does feel good. I mean, depending on where we are in our financial state, but within reason, it does feel good to share with others and to not be too withholding of resources, letting go. Yeah, exactly. We hold on really tightly, myself included. I at least I do. I was reflecting on this earlier today, is how tightly I've been holding on to so many things over the past couple of months. Just a lot, very Four of Pentacles energy that I'm not really accustomed to and wasn't really accustomed to in the past. But now is a good season to and it lets go of some anxiety too. I think sometimes we, at least for me, sometimes we unnecessarily feel like we need to hold very tightly to all resources. And I see that here with this Strength card. This makes sense now. Strength is confidence. Strength is confidence in knowing that, resources, time, not just money, but also time and energy. We lose those things, but just as those things go, they come back just as quickly. That's what my mama always said is, especially with money, money goes, but it comes back just as quickly, to not stress too much on, and I'm not saying you are stressing about money, but it's quite the opposite, is you are not stressing about money. You feel very confident. And it's not, like I said, it's not just money that we're talking about here. It's just resources in general, like I said, like energies, time, time spent with others, just acts of kindness and generosity. And then I love this Four of Wands and Eight of Wands. Yes, I've been working on my money mindset. That's what's up. Yeah, for sure. And I feel like you've got a good grasp on things there as well. And this, I just love this Four of Wands and Eight of Wands. I clocked this at the end. I was like, oh, this is a good pairing here. Four of Wands is harmony, is a happy home. Like you said, you feel happy with your family right now. You do feel harmony there within the home. And I would believe that there's good communication between your family members with this Eight of Wands. And with that healthy, good communication just comes a better sense of self, higher quality of a sense of self and value and love. It's really lovely, and I think it's very indicative of a lovely holiday season coming up for you, Kendra. You're gonna be. I don't know if you went back home last holiday to be with your family at this time, but I think it's going to be an especially lovely holiday and New Year for you. The Eight of Wands, Four of Wands. It's beautiful energy, especially with you being a fire sign and being the realm of wands and action or inspiration, as this deck calls, as you know. It's forward moving momentum. It's good, clear communication. And what I love about the art on this card, girl, being someone who reads reversals, I never would have noticed this otherwise, I don't think, but when you reverse the card, you can see that there's two little snails at the bottom, which totally makes sense. The Eight of Wands reversed would be very slow communication, slow moving energy. So I love that they paid that attention to detail there. For us reversal readers, yeah, this is definitely not energy of the snail at all. Very much the opposite of escargot there. More like you go, girl, and you're flying, and you're at a really good steady pace. You're on the right path. No worries. The things that are going to be unfolding for you in the very near future, you're on the right track. You've set up all the right domino pieces, so to speak, to fall into place quite lovely for you. So I love this energy, Kendra. I think it's great. Yeah, very beautiful. Good things to come there. Good things to come. Future is largely unwritten, but it looks like you've kind of like sketched up like a rough draft for a manuscript, for the book of Kendra to be written, and it's falling into place really well. You are so very, very welcome, Kendra. Thank you, love. I appreciate you as always, and I hope I brought you some clarity. I normally don't say I hope I brought you hope, because I know that wasn't the point of this reading, but definitely a lot of good things to look forward to there, for sure. All right. It's always so funny seeing the things that people purchase on Venmo. Lots of food, lots of food. All right, so we are all caught up with donations right now. I'm going to quickly spam the chat with my menu here. And don't forget, everybody, I am currently offering my 2026 comprehensive readings. I will be offering those until the 10th of January next year. They are 24 cards, 2 cards for each month. 26.26 if you donate over PayPal, Venmo, or Cashapp. 34.34 if you decide to use SuperChat. So the donation queue is currently open. So whoever donates next will be read for next. Thank you very much. Yes, you too, Kendra. Thank you so much, love. Thank you. Kendra, I don't know if you're still watching, but are we friends on Instagram? If we are, we definitely need to chat, because there's a couple things I wanted to tell you, but I don't really want to share on the live stream. But if you are still there, let's chat over Instagram then. Hi, Kaiser. Welcome. I sure am still taking donations and super chats. Absolutely, Kaiser. And yeah, the donation queue is currently open. So if you were to make a donation, you would be next. Thank you so much, Kaiser, for your donation, my friend. Were you interested in a 10-card reading, or did you have 2 questions? Hold on, actually, give me 1 second here. Kaiser, Kaiser, you actually have, well, you donated for 10 cards last time I read for you, and then you left before I was able to do the next 5-card reading for you, so you actually have 15 cards. So if you have 2 questions, we can do one can be 5 cards and one can be 10 cards, or we could do 3 questions. What would you like to do? I wrote that down in my notes. I was like, if Kaiser comes back, I owe him 5 cards because he left early. How would you like to use your 5 cards? Or, sorry, 15 cards. Yeah, so you've got 15. You've got 15, my friend. Yeah, so you've got 15. Yeah, you donated for 10 on the 7th. So yeah, if you want to do a 10, one of the questions can be 10 cards and one can be 5 cards. 3? Yeah, no problem, no problem. Let's start with the first one and stick around because, yeah, don't leave before your other questions. I'll still keep them for you if you leave, but just let me know. So the first question is, what's Erica's current thoughts, feelings, and intentions towards me? Erica is a Pisces, right? And are you a Scorpio? What's your sign again? I might have gotten that totally wrong. Ancient Masters and Spirit Guides, what are Erica's current thoughts, feelings, and intentions towards Kaiser? Ancient Masters and Spirit Guides, what are Erica's current thoughts, feelings, and intentions towards Kaiser? Ancient Masters and Spirit Guides, what are Erica's current thoughts, feelings, and intentions towards Kaiser? Ancient Masters and Spirit Guides, what are Erica's current thoughts, feelings, and intentions towards Kaiser? Ancient Masters and Spirit Guides, what are Erica's current thoughts, feelings, and intentions towards Kaiser? Ancient Masters and Spirit Guides, what are Erica's current thoughts, feelings, and intentions towards Kaiser? Ancient Masters and Spirit Guides, what are Erica's current thoughts, feelings, and intentions towards Kaiser? Ancient Masters and Spirit Guides, what are Erica's current thoughts, feelings, and intentions towards Kaiser? Ancient Masters and Spirit Guides, what are Erica's current thoughts, feelings, and intentions towards Kaiser? Ancient Masters and Spirit Guides, what are Erica's current thoughts, feelings, and intentions towards Kaiser? Scorpio and Pisces. I remembered it. Cool, cool, cool. Okay. I got it right. Okay. Let's see, Kaiser. We have the Sun reversed, Judgment, 4 of Wands, 5 of Pentacles, and the Hanged Man. Okay, so I'm going to tell you there has, and I'm kind of surprised to see this because What's today's date? The 9th. So I only just read for you on the 7th, and I remember the reading was not super positive. I think the takeaway from it was she values you, but she doesn't want something romantic, but she does like your friendship. There's something that's keeping her from moving away from the friendship. But I do see a little bit of a shift here, which I normally don't see happen that quickly within a matter of days. So if she's a Pisces, she could be very flip-floppy with her emotions. But let's start here with your general energies. We have the Sun reverse. I think you are and correct me if I'm wrong, because you're here, you can clarify if I'm right or wrong, because I'm telling you what your general energies are, and you can tell me, hey, no, those aren't my general energies if they're not. Correct me if I'm wrong, but let me know if this is resonating. But with the Sun reverse, the Sun upright is about clarity and truth. And while I still believe that you see light and radiance glowing from her, I think you are starting to doubt the words that are coming out of her mouth. I think you might be starting to doubt the honesty as to the things that she's saying. And I think, if I'm remembering correctly, I believe the takeaway from the last reading we did was, I'm getting very flippy-floppy energy here, and I'll get to it in a moment too, because her general energies, we have the Hangman, which is a complete, that's why I was like, she's really changed perspective here. The Hangman is a complete change in perspective. So whatever I read for you, and like I said, this is very rare, whatever I read for you the other day hasn't changed completely, but there has been a shift. There has definitely been a shift. And maybe since I read for you, I don't know if it's me that caused this, but I do sense that you are starting, to doubt, not doubt, but question the words that she says. Like I said, actions, I think the takeaway was actions speak louder than words. Observe her actions more than her words in this situation. Which is why what I think this Sun reverse is here for your general energies. In her general energies, we have the Hangman. Like I said, she's had a complete 360 when it comes to her perspective here. Something has changed. Her thoughts, we have Judgment here. In this deck, the Judgment card is called Awakening. The Awakening. She's had some kind of reawakening here in a matter of 2 days. That's very Piscean. That's very Piscean. I don't want to pigeonhole people with their astrological signs, but my best friend is a Pisces. They can, I know Pisces very well. They can definitely flip-flop a lot. But she's had some kind of revelation. She thinks that there's been some shift here. Her feelings, we have the Four of Wands. Four of Wands is a harmonious connection between two people. And it's usually of a romantic nature. Not always. It could be a happy family. It could be a happy work environment. It could be a happy friendship. But with what I'm seeing here with this shift in perspective, and from what I read for you just a couple of days ago, this is leading me to believe that she is acknowledging that she does have some romantic feelings for you. Now, the problem that I'm seeing here, unfortunately, I don't mean to leave things on a negative note, but I'm just reading them in sequential order. With her intentions, we have the Five of Pentacles. The Five of Pentacles is being left, either leaving oneself out in the cold and not going in for warmth and sanctuary and comfort, and it's very much alone energy, out in the cold, not asking for help, not asking for warmth and connection from another person or another entity. Now, I can't tell if she's intending on, I don't think that she's intending on leaving you out in the cold, but I do think that despite her feelings and her thoughts, she is having some, and I wish I could nail down what it is, but she is having some, there is some reticence in her to move this in that direction. I don't know if she's fearful of losing the friendship, of jeopardizing the friendship, because that's always a risk. And I'm not making excuses for her. If she was a real wise woman, she would take that risk. If you like someone enough, you take that risk. But she just may be very damaged from her past, and is also very fearful of taking that risk, very fearful of gambling with that potential sorrow. as Janis Joplin said, what did she go? How did she go? When someone offers you a little love, you also take a gamble with a little bit of sorrow. But if someone is going to come along and offer you their love and affection, get it while you can. And I think that is very, very wise, very, very wise, especially written by such a young lady so long ago. Take that chance. Take that gamble with heartache. Take that gamble with sorrow. That's the true wisdom of the Fool. And I just don't think she has that fearlessness right now to take that gamble. She's very comfortable in her friendship with you. Like I made it very clear with the last reading. She doesn't want to ditch you as a friend. She does want to keep you in her life, but she keeps on, it's, at least from this reading, it looks like she's flip-flopping. And to that I say, where does that leave you? You know, just waiting in the sidelines with her hands tied? That's not, that's not very fair to you. But I also understand not wanting to push her if she's feeling uncomfortable or wanting to take things slowly. So it's a delicate situation here, and as I'm sure you can tell. But I'm very surprised there's been a big shift there. So that tells me a lot about her too. I don't know how flip-floppy she is. Maybe this is something that you've noticed in the past. Because I haven't been reading for you for too long. I think, in fact, it might have been, I don't know if the other day was the first time I read for you, but, so I don't know about Erica too well, but, this is a shift, but is it a shift that she's confident in taking right now? That's what she's ruminating on right now. Yeah. Wow. Yeah, that was surprising. But again, I don't know the situation. I've only just read it once, but it's not something I normally see with other readings. But everybody's different, and every situation is different. It just goes to show, I can't base. That's why I do my very, very best to never base readings on other people's experiences, because all of us are so different. All of our connections are so different, and the way that we respond are very different. Yeah, there are patterns in human behavior, but in large part, things are very, very unique. All right, Kaiser, please go ahead and post your second question. Thank you, my friends. How long have the two of you been friends now? Is there something I can do to seal the deal with her? Let's see. How long have the two of you been talking now? Angels, Masters, and Spirit Guides, is there anything Kaiser can do to make Erica his romantic partner? Angels, Masters, and Spirit Guides, what can Kaiser do, if anything, to make Erica his romantic partner? Angels, Masters, and Spirit Guides, is there anything Kaiser can do to make Erica his romantic partner? Angels, Masters, and Spirit Guides, is there anything Kaiser can do to make Erica his romantic partner? Angels, Masters, and Spirit Guides, is there anything Kaiser can do to make Erica his romantic partner? Angels, Masters, and Spirit Guides, is there anything Kaiser can do to make Erica his romantic partner? Angels, Masters, and Spirit Guides, is there anything Kaiser can do to make Erica his romantic partner? Angels, Masters, and Spirit Guides, is there anything Kaiser can do to make Erica his romantic partner? Angels, Masters, and Spirit Guides, is there anything Kaiser can do to make Erica his romantic partner? Angels, Masters, and Spirit Guides, is there anything Kaiser can do to make Erica his romantic partner? About 2 years. She's my coworker, by the way. Oh, thank you. Thank you for mentioning that she's your coworker. I do need to know that. That also poses some issues there. And we may see that coming up, but that does explain a lot. 2 years, that's a while. Okay, have you dated anyone since then, or have you just been pining and waiting on her for 2 years? We have the Empress reversed, Knight of Cups, Knight of Pentacles reversed, Five of Wands, and Three of Wands. There's nothing you can do to force. I shouldn't put it that. I almost said there's nothing you can do to force her to be your girlfriend. There's nothing you can do to push her into sealing the deal. You can't. You can't. I know you know this. You can't force someone. I've dated. No, I didn't wait. Okay, good for you. Good for you. That's what's up. That's what you need to be doing. Is definitely don't wait on someone for 2 years. I mean, to a certain extent, but you got to live your own life too. If you guys are unconnected or disconnected or not bound. But what I'm seeing here, we've got the Empress card reversed. That's specifically telling me, no, you can't. There's nothing you can do in your power to make her your Empress, to make her your Queen of Queens, to make her your Divine Feminine. You would be the Emperor, she would be the Empress. That's what hetero relationships are. Hell, even gay relationships, there's usually an Empress and an Emperor. When I told her how I felt for her, she denied me, so I stepped back and just did. Gotcha. Yeah. And sadly, yeah, I don't want to say that I expected to see this, but I kind of did. There's, like I said, there's nothing you can do to push someone into being in a connection with you. You've done all you can here, hun, with this Knight of Cups. She knows that you have a cup of love for her. You've told her, and just did what you thought was best for you. Yeah, you've told her that you have a cup of love for her. You've told her that you would like to be her knight in shining armor. She's aware of this, so you've done all you can do. You've done all that you can do at this point, and there's nothing more that you can do. There's no more work that you can put into this with this Knight of Pentacles reversed. You've done all you can, and you're continuing to do all you can, but also with this Knight of Pentacles reversed, you mentioned that the two of you work together. That's also the obstacle here. That's one of the obstacles is this Knight of Pentacles. The Knight of Pentacles is the workhorse, the two of you working together. It's very difficult to date someone who you are working with. I rarely see it. It used to happen all the time. It used to be how people met each other. But since the Me Too movement, and I'm not saying that shouldn't have happened at all, it should have, and I'm so glad it did, but since the Me Too movement, the sexual harassment and dating in the workplace has become very, very, very tenuous, very difficult, and I can't tell you a single client of mine where I've seen it work out in the past 5 years, and I think it's just a sign of the times. There are external forces, very real external force. I would never force her. Of course, I know that wasn't what you were suggesting, but just wanted to see if there was anything else, at least on my end, to make it totally. I know that's what you meant. And Spirit's saying you've done all you can, but there are very real external forces here that are coming into play with this Five of Wands. And Spirit is saying that all you can do at this point is all that you've done and wait. Three of Wands is patience. Three of Wands is just waiting. So, I know you said that you stepped away and, or to ease her mind, heart, and soul. Yeah. Like I mentioned, it's fine to have patience with someone, but I also think a timeline is a good thing. I would suggest a timeline in this situation. Sorry, I need to remove my face because my eyes are watering. I would suggest, what I do with a lot of my clients in certain situations is I suggest a timeline. If you've been waiting on someone romantically, and I know you said you've dated other people and you're doing what's best for you, and that's what you need to be doing, that's great. While still showing that you're doing, you still have a cup of love for her, you're still open to her. You've done all you can, and all you can do is really wait at this point. But at the same time, you've got to live your own life as well. And I never suggest to people, you should go date other people, and that might compel them to come running towards you, because then they'll see that they've lost out. I think that's very toxic behavior. I think, only date for the sake of not using people to get over someone, or not using someone to get someone to come into your life, because that's just going to hurt other people, and it's not going to be good for your karma either. But genuinely, looking out to other women, seeing who's out there, seeing who's compatible with you, as long as the intention is there and it's real, yeah, it could compel her to see what she's missing out on, but it also could open up a new door here. And you could there's so many, there's 8.5 billion people on this planet, you know, and we get, and me too, we get hung up on one person and we don't realize that there's just so many other people out there. And if we were to just look up around us for a moment and disconnect ourselves a little bit from the people that we are enamored with, there are other opportunities out there, and they might even be better for you in the long run. So it's something to take into consideration. Wintertime is always a tricky time, I feel, for dating, starting new love. I feel like springtime is really the best for that for a lot of people. But I always encourage people to find the love that they deserve and are wanting, you know? Yeah, absolutely. So yeah, those cards made a lot of sense. You've done all that you can. She's fully aware. You've made it verbally communicated, very clear to her that you, and I'm sure in actions too, that you are very interested and you want to make this work with her. The ball's in her court. The ball is 100% in her court right now. And you know, she can be the wise fool and take that chance with you, like it looks like she does want to. Or she may just be reticent here. Please go ahead and post your third question. Thank you so much, Kaiser. All right, you're going to change the subject. How's my finances looking like in the near future or throughout 2026? Yeah, well, because it's just 5 cards, Kaiser, I'm going to ask what your finances are going to look like in the near future. If you're interested, I am offering my 2026 comprehensive readings now. I'll be offering those until the 10th of January. And it's everything. It's love, romance, finances, career. 24 cards, 2 cards for every month. So it's very, very comprehensive. Yeah, and you don't have to do that today or ever if you don't want to. But it's a lot of cards for a whole year. So I think near future would be the most accurate, concise reading we can get here. Angels, messengers, and spirit guides. What do Kaiser's finances look like for him in the near future? Angels, messengers, and spirit guides. What do Kaiser's finances look like for him in the near future? Angels, messengers, and spirit guides. What do Kaiser's finances look like for him in the near future? Angels, messengers, and spirit guides. What do Kaiser's finances look like for him in the near future? Angels, messengers, and spirit guides. What do Kaiser's finances look like for him in the near future? Angels, messengers, and spirit guides. What do Kaiser's finances look like for him in the near future? Angels, messengers, and spirit guides. What do Kaiser's finances look like for him in the near future? Angels, messengers, and spirit guides. What do Kaiser's finances look like for him in the near future? Angels, messengers, and spirit guides. What do Kaiser's finances look like for him in the near future? Angels, messengers, and spirit guides. What do Kaiser's finances look like for him in the near future? Okay. we have, I hope we see some pentacles here. We have 10 of Swords reversed, 9 of Pentacles reversed, Ace of Pentacles. All right. 8 of Pentacles reversed. Oh my god, look at all these pentacles. And the High Priestess. Okay. I said I wanted to see some pentacles. There's a couple pentacles I didn't want to see here, but this is the main one that I'm really happy seeing here. This Ace of Pentacles right here in the center. So with this 10, let's start with this 10 of Swords reversed. I'm going to get my handy dandy little black book out here because this has specifically financial advice regarding each card, and that I'm not super duper familiar with. So this 10 of Swords reversed, when it comes to one's finances, avoiding financial ruin or bankruptcy. So that is nothing that you have to worry about. You're not going to be financially ruined. There won't be any tower moment or like financial catastrophe on the horizon for you in the near future. But I am concerned with both this 8 of Pentacles reversed and this 9 of Pentacles reversed. Now I know that you said you're working right now. The 8 of Pentacles upright is steady, paid work, staying busy at one's job, and getting paid amply for it. When it's in its reverse form, now I don't know what you do for a living, but when it's in its reversed form, well, we're asking about your finances and not your career, but in terms of finances, it could be a sign of overspending or carelessness with one's finances. This Ace of Pentacles right here in the center, I wanted to save it to last because it's exactly what I wanted to see. There's some kind of new beginning coming into your life financially. I don't know if it's a raise or a bonus or a new job entirely, but I do see money. I do see a decent sum of money coming into your life in the not so distant future. And I also see Spirit warning you, don't go buck wild with it. Don't be parsimonious, don't hold on to it super duper tightly, especially, in the holiday season. It's good to share with our loved ones and whatnot. It was another part of a reading that I gave earlier. But to also be careful not to go overboard even when it comes to sharing or spending on oneself, to be prudent with one's finances, especially if one comes into a decent sum of money. I don't know if you're waiting on some type of money, maybe a debt paid off, or like I said, it could be a bonus, like an annual bonus. It could be a raise, but I do see a major improvement overall in your attenuation of money. This 9 of Pentacles reversed is very similar to the 8 of Pentacles reversed. Overspending, impulse purchases. So with this Ace of Pentacles right here in the center, like I'm saying, I do see you coming into a good amount of money. Not like inheritance amount of money or anything like that, but a decent chunk of money and a consistent chunk of money. It's why I think that it's going to be a raise or a bonus, especially with the new year approaching. But both the 8 of Pentacles and the 9 of Pentacles are warnings to, especially it can be tempting during the holiday season to be extremely generous or to be extremely generous with ourselves. But to just keep those, to be mindful, being mindful of your finances, of your budgeting, of where your money is being allocated and how you're allocating your funds. And with the High Priestess here, now I definitely want to know what she's all about when it comes to finances here, but I think I know what she's all about. Interesting. Keeping your financial situation private. Damn. Maybe you are coming into an inheritance or something. Are you expecting something like that? If you do come into, I see some large sum of money, a decent sum of money coming into your life. Don't go overboard with spending it all in one place, all at one time. And don't share it with people, because people will there's shysters out there that will try and take advantage, Yeah. Christmas shopping. Yes, exactly. And like I was telling my girl Kendra earlier, it's not even just about holiday shopping and gifts. It's also about the things that we do for people, the extensions of kindness, energetic, emotional extensions of kindness, the time that we give people, not burning ourselves out, not depleting ourselves of our resources, but also like intelligently allocating them. Yeah. So yeah, this looks good. This looks very good. It looks like there's definitely financial improvements in your life, at least of a temporary nature. And it doesn't have to be temporary. That's the thing, is if you do end up getting a bonus or something, think about investing it in certain things. Hey, Felicia, how are you, love? Maybe think about investing it in certain things, putting away some savings, but allocating it in smart ways, and definitely not telling the whole world when it happens. Don't share it with family. Don't share it, if you can, don't share it with too many people, because, I'm not saying your family and your friends are shysters. I'm not saying that, but it's more people who are not friends and family that might want to take advantage of that. And if you do, spread the word, hummingbird. Yeah, I've even come into that problem myself. So this is what Spirit is saying there. Yeah. Yes, I agree. Even like when it comes to, say you don't get a huge amount of money, like I still think finances don't need to be necessarily hush hush, but like I don't share with people how much I have in my bank account. Like, you know what I mean? Like, and that's not what I'm saying that you're gonna do, but like in general, I think we're on the same page there. Especially you being a Scorpio, like keeping it on the low, because definitely don't want people taking advantage. You just exactly. You just never know. You never know people's true intentions, or how honest they are. People ask for money, and we think we can trust them. We think we're going to see it. That's another rule with me. Even though I'm a Jew, I don't lend money. I don't lend money. If I lend money to someone, I fully intend on never seeing it again. I usually just say I'm lending it to someone because it makes them feel more comfortable. But really, I'm just giving them the money because I know they need the help. If I can offer it to them, if it's someone who I love, I don't expect to see it again. And I've definitely met a few people who are definitely on the same page with me there. But yeah, if you do end up sharing stuff with people, don't intend on seeing it again. It's something you've let go and will return in due time. But yeah, being private about one's finances is usually the smartest way to go, I would definitely say. Unless you have an accountant or something, you definitely want to keep things public with them. But yeah. So all looks good. All looks good, Kaiser. All looks very good. Very real in terms of the Erica situation. It's surprising with the Erica situation. Things have really turned around in a big way. We just don't know where they're going to go from here. It's been 2 years, and it sounds like she's still dragging her feet. So, but in terms of your finances, I do see things improving for sure. Ace of Pentacles was exactly what I wanted. I wanted to see either the Ace or the Ten of Pentacles. That was what I wanted to see. And then that Ace of Pentacles right in the center. I'm just like, oh, hell yeah. No, that's for sure. That's what's up. You want to see Cups when you're asking about love. You want to see Pentacles when you're asking about money. So good stuff. Good stuff, Kaiser. Thank you very much for your donation, and I'm glad I caught you there and was able. I wrote it down in my notes. I was like, I own 5 cards, so I'm glad you came back and we were able to do that. Absolutely, yes. You are very, very welcome, my friend. You are so welcome. Love and light to you, and yeah, anticipate good things, especially on the money front. Good stuff coming. All right, so it looks like we are all caught up with donations, which means that the donation queue is currently open. If anyone has a question that they would like me to answer for them tonight, I am here and more than happy to answer that for you. Also spamming the chat with all my information of different types of readings that I offer. And as another reminder, I am offering my 2026 yearly readings right now. I will be offering them until the 10th of January. 24 cards, 2 cards for every month, $26.26. It's really a bargain if you think about it. $14.14 gets you 10 cards. 26.26 for 24. It's a good ass deal. It's a good deal. But if you pay by super chat, it's 34.34, but still 30% of that's going to YouTube. It's not going to me. Just picking up the tab there. But yeah, it's a very comprehensive reading, and I only offer it for a limited time. I do offer it privately as well, so if that's something that you're interested in, let me know. But yeah, the donation queue is currently open. So if you have any question at all, of course with the exception of legal or medical, I am your girl for tonight. I will do my best to, I know it's not the end of the night yet. Oh, it's very close to the end of the night. I'm going to do my best to come on tomorrow. I have my class at shul in the evening, and I have work in the morning. I've got some reading I need to do. If I can't get it done tonight, I need to do it tomorrow. But I'll do my best to come on tomorrow. If I do, it'll be before 6:30. I'll have a hard stop at 6:30. And would probably be, it might be a little shorter. So yeah, if you've got a question, if you're watching and you are interested, the donation queue is currently open. Thank you so very much. And right at the 2 o'clock hour almost, we just received a donation from Miss Felicia. Thank you so much, sweet Felicia, for your donation, love. I'm just thinking to myself, I'm like, I shouldn't be using words like shyster. I really shouldn't. That's a horrible word, but I guess I'm allowed to now? No, still not a good word. I shouldn't use it. People who try to take advantage of people's money is not a good thing. We shouldn't use that term. Miss Felicia, I hope you are doing well this evening. I have been addicted to this stuff. I don't know if you're, I'm addicted to coconut water in general, but Thai pink coconut water, it's so good. It is so good. I love it. Ooh, I gotta turning it off. Here we go. We love Thai coconut water. Miss Felicia, please go ahead and post your question, love. Thank you. May I have whatever comes out, please? Yes, of course. Absolutely. A general reading. Absolutely. Okay. Angels, Masters, and Spirit Guides, please provide Felicia with any and all messages that she needs to hear at this time. Angels, Masters, and Spirit Guides, please provide Felicia with any and all messages that she needs to hear at this time. Angels, Masters, and Spirit Guides, please provide Felicia with any and all messages she needs to hear at this time. Angels, Masters, and Spirit Guides, please provide Felicia with any and all messages that she needs to hear at this time. Angels, Masters, and Spirit Guides, please provide Felicia with any and all messages that she needs to hear at this time. Angels, Masters, and Spirit Guides, please provide Felicia with any and all messages that she needs to hear at this time. Angels, Masters, and Spirit Guides, please provide Felicia with any and all messages that she needs to hear at this time. Angels, Masters, and Spirit Guides, please provide Felicia with any and all messages she needs to hear at this time. Angels, Masters, and Spirit Guides, please provide Felicia with any and all messages she needs to hear at this time. Angels, Masters, and Spirit Guides, please provide Felicia with any and all messages that she needs to hear at this time. Thank you. Okay, we have the Devil, the Empress reversed, Ten of Cups reversed, Five of Pentacles, and Queen of Wands reversed. I believe I asked you how you were doing. I don't know if I got an answer. I don't know for sure, but I think I asked you how you were doing. I don't know if I got an answer, but these cards make me just want to ask you, how are things going? I know that's not. I'm not here to ask you questions. You're here to ask questions. I'm here to provide answers. But this is some heavy energy here, hon. This is heavy energy. You've been a little, yeah. I can see this as I'm touching this center card here. It's Ten of Cups reversed. Yeah. And we've got this Five of Pentacles upright. Feelings of isolation, possibly. My dog died and my finances are tough. Oh my God, I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry about your dog. I don't know when he or she passed. I'm so sorry. This time last year, we lost Doggy, lost Lita, and I wasn't here to be with her when she passed. I'm so sorry. It's really, really hard. I'm sorry. Finances, Five of Pentacles is a feeling of lack, feeling of poverty. Ten of Cups reversed is a feeling of sadness, of disharmony. Queen of Wands reversed is not feeling fully seated. We also have the Empress reverse, Queen of Wands reverse. These are both mother cards. I'm not saying that you don't feel like a mother or you don't feel fully seated in your motherly energies, but I know that Thanksgiving, if I'm remembering correctly, you weren't able to see your kids. I don't have kids, but I know enough about being a woman and maternity and friends and family and have kids to know that it's everything. And you would do anything for them, and not having them there, even when you know that they're going to be back for Christmas, it's hard. It's hard. It does cause a sense of disharmony, a sense of disconnection. Correct me if I'm wrong, but yeah, you're missing them. I haven't been able to sleep very well as well. Oh, I'm sorry, love. I'm sorry. Yeah, the devil here. It's like you're bound to negative emotions that you're feeling right now, and they're affecting your physical well-being, your livelihood. The good news is that this is temporary. This is temporary. I was thinking about you earlier today, Felicia. I was thinking about how precisely what I just mentioned earlier how I knew that you weren't able to see your kids over Thanksgiving, but I know they're coming back for Christmas. And I was putting myself in your shoes emotionally, how that would feel. Like right before I went online, I'm not joking, Felicia. I know they spent it with their father too. We have issues with that too. Yeah, the cards are screaming, aren't they? Yeah. The good news is this is temporary, hon. This is temporary. These are just current energies, and things are constantly in flux. King of Cups. I know the King of Cups didn't come out here, but think of the wisdom of the King of Cups. His throne is on a raging ocean. Well, it's on an ocean. Sometimes the ocean rages, as we know, and sometimes the ocean is completely placid. Yet the King of Cups, despite anything, has the wisdom of knowing that, yeah, the tide can be really, really rocky sometimes, but it will return to being placid. And easier said than it is done. It's important to try to maintain our emotional sense of balance in those times where the tide is exceptionally high, because it will return to being normal, and very soon. Yeah. And I kept on seeing Temperance actually when I was shuffling your cards. It didn't come out, but I kept on seeing Temperance when I was shuffling. That this too will pass. This will pass, and very soon. This is just a. And I don't know about you, girlfriend, but this time of year, not a good time of year for me. It's very hard for me to want to date people in the wintertime if I'm single, whereas I enjoy dating people, getting to know people in the springtime and the summer. It's I'm turning 40 next month too. I stay very focused on family and work usually during the wintertime if I'm single. I don't know about you, but wintertime, I think we've talked about this. I definitely suffer from seasonal affective disorder. Even though I live in California, I know it'd be a lot different. I've lived in Chicago, and I suffered from it then, and I've lived here, and I suffered from it at the same time. And it's not about the sun, because we have sunny days almost every day here, but it's freezing, and it's not enjoyable to be out because your skin is hurting. It gets very cold, as you know, it gets very cold here in San Francisco. Relatively, it was like 48 yesterday, which I know is not nearly as low as the Midwest. We don't have snow or anything, but when you're used to things being slightly warm, it's hard to get out, hard to enjoy being out, even if there is sun. But also, it also provides some reflective time to stay indoors and stay warm. Reflect on how we want to see the new year unfold, reflect on how we want to. Yes, you're on the water. Yes. Yeah, that's also an issue here. We don't have any sun. It goes down at 6 p.m. Yeah, well, same thing here. Yeah, girl, I was driving home today. Where did I go today? Oh yeah, I went grocery shopping at like 2 in the afternoon, and the shadows were so long as I was driving home. It was like 2 in the afternoon. I'm like, damn, the sun's going to go down in about 2.5 hours. Sun goes. That's the thing too. Is like, yeah, the sun's out, but like, and then it's up and down again very, very quickly, And yeah, I'm on the water, and the neighborhood that I live in is even closer to the ocean. I live off of Ocean Avenue in San Francisco, and it's very moist and damp here, and has a lot of like just moisture in the air and cold. And so yeah, of course I want to stay in and just stay warm, and it can be hard to go out there. And I still go to shul. I still go to my classes and meet up with people. But it's, the wintertime is I don't understand people who don't go through seasonal affective disorder, no matter where you live unless you're on the other side of the equator. I think it's more, sun or nay, has to do with the daylight timing. It has to do with the daylight timing, the hours that we have. Like, it's 6:20 and it's already dark as hell outside. Like, we get tired earlier. I go to bed earlier in the wintertime. And yeah, things will improve. Things will definitely improve, Miss Felicia. There's, I can't argue that there's sadness, darkness right now, but things will definitely improve. It's very, very temporary, and I do think that the wintertime has a big. I'm not being dismissive of it at all. I think it's just a very real truth. I'm not sure why I'm so down. I think it started with my dog. That girl, that'll do it. That'll do it. Like I said, I lost my doggy last Hanukkah. It was the third day of Hanukkah last year, and I wasn't here. It was like literally 2 days before I got back from Paris last year. And John texted me and said that Lita had passed. I had no idea she wasn't doing okay. I wasn't able to be there for her when she took her last breath, and I just felt like a failure. I just felt like I failed. Yeah, I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry, Felicia. That's so hard. That is so hard, losing an animal. Yeah, that'll definitely do it. But, and I don't know how old your doggy was. I know that they're at peace now. She was so young and vibrant. Me too. Oh, God. She was young. I'm so sorry. I don't know what happened. You don't have to tell me, but I'm sure she's at peace now. 9 years old. Dogs don't live too long. I've always been a cat person, so I didn't realize it. Was she a bigger dog? What breed was she? Lita was just a little Chihuahua. She lived very long. She lived to be 22. I think the smaller they are, the older they live, if I'm not mistaken. But who knows? You never know. And then there's certain breeds too. She was a beagle. Okay, so she's a medium-sized dog. Yeah, one of my best friends growing up had a beagle, and she had a lot of health problems. Miss Moffat, she had a lot of tumors and stuff, and she wasn't that old. I'm not saying that beagles have inherent health problems, but I know with cats, certain breeds do, and it doesn't make it okay. It's still tragic. It's still so sad. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry, Felicia. I don't know what to say. And this happened in the last week or so. My husky is still here and thriving. She's 12 years old. Okay, so you still have another doggy. Okay, baby, not all alone. And she's 12 years old. Is she really talkative? Does she talk? I've heard huskies are like, and I've seen videos too. Like they legit, I swear, speak English. They are so talkative. It's so funny. They're very communicative. I don't know if your husky is, but oh, and they're so warm and cuddly. She must be. I don't know if you sleep with your dogs, but she must be so warm and lovely to sleep with. Because it happened 2 weeks ago. I've cried some, but not a lot. I'm sure you're going through the stages of grief right now. You're probably still in shock. I cried when I first heard that Lita had passed. She's a talker. Yeah, that's what I've heard. They are definitely talkers. It's so funny. Siamese cats are very similar too. I'm like, were you a human in a past life? I swear you speak English. This is so funny. At least an American or English-speaking human in a past life. What was I going to say? Yeah, you're still going through the stages of grief. You may very well be in shock right now. I know I cried when I found out that Lita had passed last year. I immediately cried. I just bawled my eyes out. And then when I got home, she was gone. And I visited her grave in the backyard. And I kept some of her clothes that I would put her in because I'd always buy her dresses. I miss her. I miss animals. I miss all my animals. I miss the 2 cats that I used to live with. I don't live with any animals anymore. I need to start volunteering at a shelter. There's so many animals that need patience and love, and I can't adopt them right now, but I can be there for them. Especially right now when my other job is on a little break. I feel like I lost so many people, animals that I can get in them. I hear you. I hear you. Yeah. I do my best to not try to surrender to numbness, but it's also self-protection. I understand, you know. Loss is loss, you know, and it doesn't stop. As we get older, we lose other people and other friends and animals, and it's the circle of life. And sometimes it sucks. She's in a better place. We'll talk about that offline, Felicia. I'm not thrilled right now. I've had some issues in the past few days, but I'd love to share with someone, actually. If you're actually interested, I'd love to talk to you about it, but I can't talk about it online. It's good, but I've got some issues. You know. I like living in the city. Yeah. And I'll message you after this. Very relevant stuff. Love living in the city. Call me, don't have me. I actually do. I think I do, actually. Give you a ring tonight. Why not? I'd actually love that. If you are cool with that. No, I don't have your number. I just looked up your name, and I only have there's another Felicia I know who I work for. She's an artist. No, email me your number. Or I think we're friends on Instagram. Either email me your number, or you can send it to me over Instagram, but I'd love to talk to you. Okay, I'll take a picture real quick, and then we're going to delete that. Okay, thank you so much, honey. Thank you. Come on. No. Ah. Sorry, I'm just trying to remove your number. Okay. All right, I got it. Thank you so much, Felicia. Yeah, I will definitely reach out to you tonight. Yeah, there have been some interesting things here, but overall, liking living in San Francisco, being close to work and whatnot. What is going on? No, I don't want to do that. Okay. Yeah. Thank you so much, Felicia. I really appreciate you, and hope I brought you some clarity, hope. I know, and that's the second time I've said that tonight. I know I'm not here to provide hope, but I do feel like that was a hopeful reading, and we need hope sometimes. Hope and faith. Thank you so much again, love. I really appreciate you. Okay, so, and you're 3 hours ahead. Okay. Perfect. Yeah, and if I call you tonight, I won't call too late. I'll definitely keep in mind the 3-hour change. And we just received a donation from someone. Please let me know what your username is in the chat. I'll ring the bell, and then we can go ahead and do your reading for you. Thank you again, Miss Felicia. Yeah, you will likely be hearing from me. If not tonight, tomorrow night. I gotta get a second opinion on what's going on here. Yeah, that's all I'm gonna say. Hi, Samara. Thank you, Samara, for your donation. Much appreciated. Please go ahead and post your question right there in the chat. Thank you, thank you. You may know N's current view on your relationship, absolutely. And what is your sign and what is N's sign? Angels, Masters, and Spirit Guides, what is N's current view on their relationship with Samara? Angels, Masters, and Spirit Guides, what is N's current view on their relationship with Samara? Angels, Masters, and Spirit Guides, what is N's current view on their relationship with Samara? Angels, Masters, and Spirit Guides, what is N's current view on their relationship with Samara? Angels, Masters, and Spirit Guides, what is N's current view on their relationship with Samara? Angels, Masters, and Spirit Guides, what is N's current view on their relationship with Samara? Angels, Masters, and Spirit Guides, what is N's current view on their relationship with Samara? What is N male, female? Angels, Masters, and Spirit Guides, what is N's current view on their relationship with Samara? Angels, Masters, and Spirit Guides, what is N's current view on their relationship with Samara? Angels, Masters, and Spirit Guides, what is N's current view on their relationship with Samara? Male, okay. You're a Scorpio and he's a Sag. All right. Let's see. Sorry about that. We have Six of Pentacles reversed, Four of Wands, Page of Pentacles reversed, Knight of Pentacles reversed, and Seven of Cups reversed. How long have the two of you been talking or been in this relation? You guys are in a relationship, right? He's comfortable. He's comfortable with this Four of Wands. But the rest of this I'm not liking. I'm not saying I don't like him. I'm just not liking the energy here. Let me know how you feel, how this resonates, okay? But we've got the Six of Pentacles reversed. There's an uneven. The Six of Pentacles is actually my card for today, but the Six of Pentacles reversed is an uneven balance of affections. Oh, you're not committed to him. Okay. But so it's like a situationship type thing. Or he's a friend. Okay. There's an imbalance in affections between you and him. I don't know if you feel romantic feelings towards him and he's not matching them towards you, or vice versa. If he's feeling romantic relations towards you and you're like, I just want to keep this as a friend. But there's something that's off here. There's something that's imbalanced. He does feel comfortable with where things are right now. And you said that he's a friend. He's comfortable with that. With this Four of Wands. He's happy with that. This Seven of Cups reverse. This is avoiding making a solid romantic decision. This is someone who's stalling and avoiding making that decision. And possibly not intending on making that decision, but keeping someone just waiting on the sidelines. And then we've got both the Page of Pentacles reversed and the Knight of Pentacles reversed. This is someone who is not fully putting the efforts that are necessary in a connection, whether it be friendship or romantic. He's comfortable. I feel, and that leads me, and correct me if I'm wrong, but that leads me to hypothesize that you could be putting in more effort, more energy, more emotions, far more than he is. There's a huge imbalance. I mean, the artwork for the traditional artwork for Six of Pentacles involves, I don't know how well you know tarot, but it does involve scales. It's a balance between emotions, time, energy, resources, and it's just not balanced here. And I also see someone who's not putting in the work, not putting in the effort. Knight of Pentacles reversed, Page of Pentacles reversed. And like I said, avoiding making a solid decision here about where to go further. I don't know how long the two of you have been friends. But like I said, with this Four of Wands, he's comfortable and more or less happy with where things are between you and him now. And if what the cards are saying is true, that you're putting in more effort, that you're putting in more time and emotions, or maybe it's not you, like I said, maybe it's him, maybe he's putting in more time and emotions, but there is a very vast imbalance. One person is comfortable, one person is not. One person is saying, is thinking, where is this going, and the other person is quite comfortable with where things are right now. That's why they're not making a romantic decision. That's why they're not making, or not even a romantic decision, but an executive decision here about where this connection is going. They're just the motivation to put in the necessary efforts is not there with intention. So I haven't heard from you. I've asked a few questions, and you don't have to answer all of them. I'm the one who's supposed to be answering questions here, but I am curious how this resonates. I'm just seeing a very strong imbalance here, and again, I don't know if it's you not wanting something more than friendship or him not wanting something more than friendship, but someone's wanting something different than the other person. Things are not aligned. But I also don't see either of you wanting to end things. I see one person being comfortable and one person not being super comfortable with where things are going. So I hope that brought you some clarity there, Samara. Please let me know how that resonated for you. And thank you very, very much for your donation. I really appreciate you. And we just received a donation from Miss Jennifer. Jennifer, thank you for your donation, love. So YouTube switched things around once again a couple of weeks ago and changed everyone's usernames to their @usernames. So Jennifer, even if I did remember your username, which I probably could if I sat and thought here for a while, I don't know what your username is in the chat. Wait, have you said anything here? No, I still haven't seen Jennifer, but Jennifer did make a donation. Thank you very much, love. Were you interested, Jennifer? Did you want an in-depth 15 card reading, or were you looking for a multiple card reading? Despite what your username may be, I'm just gonna write down Jennifer, because we know you, girl. We love you. We know. Okay. It resonates. I've always liked him, but I know I'd never actually be with him. Okay. It's the imbalance. That's what I see. Okay. And those Sagittariuses, girl, I'm almost 40. I've had, and I'm single. I've never been married. I've definitely dated my fair share of gentlemen, which sounds really horrible, but it's not. Trust me. But every gentleman who I have dated in my life, I write down. I have a list of like the guys I've dated, gone on dates with, and I write down their astrological sign. And I've never dated a Sagittarius. But from what I've seen, I've been really good friends with a lot of Sagittarius. Oh, thank you. I don't feel like I do either. I'm not trying to toot my own horn, but I don't know. It's the millennial thing. I feel like millennials, like, we've defied age in some really weird way. I don't know if it was like the food our parents fed us or what, but thank you so much. I really appreciate that. Yeah, I don't feel 40. I don't feel like I look 40, but it's here. It's coming. But what was I saying? Yeah, that. So you've always liked him, but hi, Wendy. Just to hear about Sagittarius. What else? That's what I was going on. Yeah, Sagittarius guys. I've been friends with a lot of Sagittarius women, and even they are very hard to bind down. Knowing them is like I've had a lot of besties who were Sagittariuses, and I'm actually that might have been talking to a Sagittarius not too long ago, and I kind of got that vibe from them too, where it was like this guy's a catch, but I just don't know if he is looking to be bound. And I'm not saying that every Sagittarius can't be with someone. No, I'm not saying that at all. But I think it takes a little while for them to really want to be bound to someone. They're kind of free and wild, like the winds. Jennifer, are you here, Jennifer? You made a donation, and I haven't seen you. Is Jennifer here? Yeah, talking about the great Sagittarii of this world. Yeah, no, I love Sagittarius. I really do. Great energy, love fire signs. I'm an Aquarius, so I love fire signs. Air and fire, we get along real good. But in terms of dating, it's like with Pisces. Most of my female friends are Pisces or Sagittarius. And seeing the male versions of their signs and knowing my girls so well, it's like, I don't know if I want... I've dated Pisceans, and it was just like huge obstacles, at least for me as an Aquarius. But knowing the female embodiment of those signs, it's seeing the male embodiment of those signs is what's the word I'm looking for? Challenging. Sag women are always my soul sisters. Yeah. My two first soul sisters were Pisces and Sagittarius. Yeah. In fact, no, 3 first soul sisters were Pisces. My soul sister right now is a Pisces. We've been soul sisters since we were 12. When I was younger, my 2 best friends were both Pisces. And I love me some Sagittarius women. They are so fun. They are just, and they know what they want, and they go for it. And I feel like it's the same with men, but with women, we have certain expectations with emotions and connections. Not many, Wendy, but I'm so blessed. I'm so blessed to have my one bestie. We've been friends since we were 12 in 7th grade art class. And we're having a slumber party this weekend. I haven't seen her in like 3 months. She's my sister. She's my girl. I love her so much, and I'm so excited to spend the weekend with her. Yeah, we've been friends, and that's what, like, I was telling other people too, like, wow, like, that's a long ass time. I'm like, yeah, I know. But I also, like, cut a lot of other friends out of my life since her. She's my oldest friend, and I will never drop her. We've been through a lot. Both of us have been through so much together, and we always come back together and just forgive one another. If I did something wrong, she forgives me. If she did something wrong, I forgive her. We just go back to being at normal. Like, we definitely had, like, breaks where we didn't talk. But I feel like, especially at our age now, like, that's gone to the wayside. But she's great, and she's amazing too. She's a therapist. She just became a therapist about a year ago. So it's like I got, like, my friend, and, like, I get to talk to her. I don't trauma dump on her. I'm always very careful about that because she has to, deal with people's trauma all the time. But it's also really nice because when I do talk to her, it's always like, and how did that make you feel, Sophie? I love it. I'm like, girl, like, you're in work mode. You're so welcome, Samara. Thank you, sweetheart. Thank you. Much love and light to you. Jennifer, you made a donation, Jennifer. And I never saw Jennifer in the chat. But she is on the queue. She made a donation. But I need to know she's here. So we are going to do, and it is towards the end of the night, so I am going to do a timestamp, or not a timestamp, but I am going to start setting the stopwatch. So if Jennifer does not come to the chat in the next 3 minutes, we're going to have to call it a night unless there's another donation. Hopefully Jennifer comes to the chat so I can read for her tonight. Otherwise, I will read for her the next time I go live. And we just received a donation from Wendy. Thank you so much, Wendy. Thank you, love. Let's take care of you while we're waiting on Miss Jennifer. How about that? Please go ahead and post your question, my love. Thank you. What advice would Spirit have for me in regards to preparing for my move abroad? Good question. Let's see. I am addicted to this stuff right now. Are you guys familiar with Thai coconut water? It's the pink coconut water. I love coconut water in general. But the Thai pink coconut water, it's way too expensive. It's so freaking expensive. Even at Trader Joe's, it's the same price as Whole Foods. You can get a big liter for $10. If you get the 365 brand, it's like $8. But I got like 4 of these at Trader Joe's, same price. Like whatever, you know, I don't live in Thailand, whatever. But found out a fun fact. I didn't know Whole Foods used prison labor. Whole Foods uses prison labor. I've been watching Orange is the New Black a lot. I've been rewatching it for the 3rd time. Yeah, I was like, how did I miss that? Like the first 2 times I watched this show. Yeah, and I looked it up. It's very true. Whole Foods totally uses prison labor. Gross. Let's go to Trader Joe's, baby. All right. Angels, messengers, and spirit guides, please provide Wendy with any and all advice she needs about moving abroad. Angels, messengers, and spirit guides, please provide Wendy with any and all advice she needs regarding moving abroad. Angels, messengers, and spirit guides, please provide Wendy with any and all advice she needs regarding moving abroad. Angels, messengers, and spirit guides, please provide Wendy with any and all advice she needs regarding moving abroad. Angels, messengers, and spirit guides, please provide Wendy with any advice she needs regarding moving abroad. Angels, messengers, and spirit guides, please provide Wendy with any and all advice she needs regarding moving abroad. Angels, messengers, and spirit guides, please provide Wendy with any and all advice she needs regarding moving abroad. Angels, messengers, and spirit guides, please provide Wendy with any and all advice she needs regarding moving abroad. Angels, messengers, and spirit guides, please provide Wendy with any and all advice she needs regarding moving abroad. Angels, messengers, and spirit guides, please provide Wendy with any and all advice she needs regarding moving abroad. We have Ace of Pentacles reversed, Page of Swords, 9 of Cups, 9 of Wands reversed. I'm getting that a lot in my daily cards. And King of Pentacles. Is this reversed or upright? How do we do this? Yeah, that would be upright because this means upright. Yeah. King of Pentacles reversed. Okay. You have not gotten all your ducks in a row. We know that, and I feel like I'm just like, you know, preaching to the choir here. We've said this before. You don't exactly have all of your ducks in a row at this time, and there's no reason to make any sudden or quick decisions without having all your ducks in a row before moving. Ace of Pentacles reversed and King of Pentacles reversed. This is talking about money. Let's be real. Never seen a card like that before. Yeah, this is what drives me bananas. I love this deck, the Muse Tarot deck, but the Kings are done horizontally, and so the way that I can read them reversed or upright is if it. So this would have been upright if it was. Sorry, yeah. So this would have been upright if it was this way because it's read to that direction. It's reversed if it's read to the. I basically like hold it up to my books. And if it's upright, it's going with the direction of the books on a spine, which I have in front of me. So this is reversed. Very strange, the horizontal cards, but it's, yes, yeah, new job, new priority. Yeah, that's the priority for sure. And we have this makes a lot of sense, this Page of Swords. We've seen this many a time when we ask this question. And I'm not saying that we ask this question all the time, but we have a couple of, I think maybe 1 or 2 times before. Correct me if I'm wrong, maybe I'm wrong. But maybe in different variations, asking in different ways. But there's a lot more searching, a lot more investigating to do with the Page of Swords. There's a lot more information that you need to attain before making any executive decisions. But you will be satisfied. A move will satisfy you. It will fill your cup with this Nine of Cups. Nine of Cups is also about wish fulfillment. You've been wishing for this for a while. This is your wish coming true. It will come true. All in due time. All in due time. And you being a Taurus especially, you have the patience of a saint. You know, patience is a virtue. You've definitely got that virtue. You've definitely got that virtue. This Nine of Wands reversed, which is my card for yesterday, is not wearing yourself too thin. Doing your best to not wear yourself too thin in moving forward. Taking things as slowly as you need to make sure that all your ducks are lined in a row. Okay? My Aries rising is saying, hurry up, Wendy. Yeah, I was going to say, I feel like there's some fire in you that is pushing things, but you are grounded with your Taurus sun. At least, and maybe I'm wrong, but I feel like you are grounded with your Taurus sun. Taurus sun, King of Pentacles, that's you. That's your core card. But we have it reversed. You're not in that place right now where it's time to make any executive decisions. I was gonna say, you know my brother, I think I've told you my brother's a Taurus, so I know Tauruses very well. I grew up with one, I love one very deeply. It's my bro. And work is very, very important to him. Very, very important to him. But it's not about money so much with him as it is value and satisfaction. And he lives in Istanbul. He doesn't live here. Actually, right now he's living in Ukraine, but he's moving back to Istanbul to get married later next year. So I don't know if that's something about Tauruses. Y'all just don't want to live in America? What's wrong with America? What's wrong with America? What's wrong with this country? Why don't you want to live here, Wendy? No, I totally get it. I totally understand all my Tauruses who want to get out of here. Totally. Absolutely. And my brother was very lucky to have, his Irish citizenship and to have lived in the Middle East for so long that he has also Turkish citizenship. But he's worked very hard for it, and as I know you are working towards those things as well. You're gonna make this happen. You're gonna make this happen, honey. I know there's that, like you said, that fire in you that is like, come on, like let's get this going. But thank God for your Taurus grounding sun there. We like beautiful things and balanced lifestyles. Absolutely, absolutely, beautiful things and balanced lifestyles. Absolutely, and all within. The thing I love about Tauruses and their beautiful things, balanced lifestyles, it's not about like, oh, I'm making hella money, I'm making more money than other people. It's like, no, I'm making the money that I need to make me feel comfortable and to surround myself with what I think is beautiful and what I think is comfortable and what gives me value. Because what gives me value is not necessarily what gives other people value or gives them a sense of self or belonging or I think value is the word I'm looking for in terms of satisfaction with one's workplace and living space. By the way, if you heard about the government wanting to take away dual citizenship, I thought about you and your safety. I did hear from a psycho guy that I was talking to for like half a second, and then I stopped talking to him. He was also British, and he was saying the same thing. He was saying that Ireland is also trying to do a Brexit. And I've been told for years, though, Wendy, I was told literally when I was like 19, I was a little goth. I remember I used to go to this goth club, and there was a bouncer there who was English, and I told him, like, hey, I'm English too, you live here, that's really cool. And he was like, yeah, I had to relinquish my dual citizenship. You can't have both. I was like, what? I have both. He's like, that's not true. You can't have both. I'm like, well, that's it's 2026 now, or 2025, almost 2026, and I have 3 citizenships. So they've been talking about it. It depends on the country. It's not just about with America. It's also about, the countries have to be okay with this too. Um, America may not want me to have dual citizenship, but best believe England and Ireland likely want to keep me. And if I have to make a choice, you know where I'm going to go. Things are crazy in my life right now, Wendy. If we want to talk offline, I'm happy to later on. But I've had a hell of a week. Yeah, other countries will fight for it. Exactly. It's so stupid. And yeah, I mean, I work at schools all the time. Oh, I'm safe, honey. Yeah, I'm totally safe. I'm just stressed out. Oh, smart for you. I should give you my phone number so you can just get off IG and we can just talk. If you want my phone number, I can email it to you or something. Or send it to you over Instagram. But you won't be going on Instagram till Sunday. I understand. Okay. But yeah, no, there's definitely things that I'm taking into consideration right now, and more so than I have in the past. Yeah, no, it's just stressful. I'm safe. It's just stressful. But yeah, I've been hearing this for a while. And it's like I work at schools, and there are so many like signs all over the school. Just like if ICE comes, we have your back. Like if ICE comes to this school, you go to this office, and we will protect you. We will hide you here. Like, so it's California's on board. Like we aren't standing for this. We're not standing for fascist government. We didn't vote for the fucker. The rest of the country did, and now they're regretting it. Good. Have your regrets. 5 of Cups. Some guilt, some regrets. Reap what you sow. But we didn't vote for this fucker. We're not standing for any of his bullshit. If we have to, honestly, if this state has to secede, I wouldn't be surprised if there was some civil war where we did. And then I'm getting it. As are you. How will we get married? Wendy, just marry me. Be my lesbian wife that's not my lesbian wife, and you can get my citizenship. I always used to joke about that with friends. I'm like, hey, if you want citizenship, let's pretend we're married. They legalized gay marriage. Like, get my citizenship. Let's live our best lives. Get out of here. Get out of Dodge. I've suggested that with many female friends of mine. So I'm joking, but so yeah, no, it's a blessing, but it's also scary for sure. Well, much love and light to you, Wendy. You got this. If you want to email me your phone number, I don't know, I might even have your phone number, but I'd love to chat with you more about things. So I never saw Jennifer in the chat, so that's rendering me to do a last call for donations, last call for Jennifer, because I've been on for almost 3 hours now. So we're doing a last call for all donations, last call for all Jennifers. She made a donation, like I said. If she's not here, I will happily take care of her and read for her. Next time I go live, I will do my best tomorrow. Don't know if I can make it happen, but I will for sure be going live Thursday. So. Last call tonight, last call for all donations and Jennifer's. Jennifer made a donation a little while ago, but I never saw her in the chat. Maybe she wants a private reading, I'm not sure, but let me know. Last call for all donations tonight. Thank you. Last call tonight, last call for all donations. If you have a question, please let me know. Thank you. I'm also still doing 2026 readings. I will be doing them until the 10th of January. So if you want yours, get it now. Last call tonight, last call for all donations. Thank you. I don't know where Jennifer went again, but we will grieve for her next time I go live, or if she wants a private reading, she can get that as well. Last call tonight, last call for any and all donations. Thank you. Last call, everybody, for all donations and Jennifer's as well. Last call, everybody. Last call tonight for all donations. Thank you. Jennifer, you are here. All right, hon, let's get into it. Please go ahead and post your question right there in the chat. Thank you. All right, Miss Wendy. Much love and light to you, sweetheart. Talk to you soon. Jennifer, please go ahead and post your question. Thank you. Jennifer, please go ahead and post your question. You have another 2 minutes. Thank you. I don't see it. I don't see your question, Jennifer. Can you please post it one more time? I'm not seeing it in the chat. I don't know what's going on. I saw that you sent an additional donation. I'm so sorry about that, honey. I'm not seeing your question here. Do you want to try to email it to me or send it to me over Instagram so you don't have to pay? If it's not coming up for whatever reason, I don't want you to have to make more donations. You don't need to. Okay, I'm gonna wait another 3 minutes, hon. I'm not trying to make this difficult. I legit cannot see your question in the chat. I don't know what's going on. Like I said, if you can send it to me over email or Instagram, we can do it offline if you'd like. Or we can do it on here if you can send me the question offline, like on email, and I can just read it for you on here. I don't know why it's not showing up. I know sometimes YouTube won't post things if there's swear words and stuff, but you're not that, you don't swear in your verbatim, your comments and stuff, so I don't think that's the issue. I don't know what's going on. Give it a few more moments here, Liv. I'm so sorry, I don't know what's going on. If anyone else in the chat is seeing Jennifer's question, please let me know and please post it. If anyone else is seeing it that I'm not seeing, because I'm scanning the chat, I'm not seeing anything. Doing my best. I'm doing my best here. And I'm looking at my live stream on my phone as well as my laptop. I'm not seeing anything. All right, Jennifer, I'm still not seeing your post. I'm not trying to make things difficult here, but I just don't see it. So I'll do another last call for donations. I'll give it another 3 minutes here, and hopefully you will come through. If not, you still have 15 cards with me, 3 questions or a 15-card reading, and we can take care of that either next time I am on, or we can do a private reading, no extra charge over Instagram or email, okay? Or just next time I go live, which should be Thursday, possibly Wednesday, possibly tomorrow. Last call, everybody, for all donations. Thank you so much. Last call for all donations and Miss Jennifer's question. Thank you. Last call tonight for all donations and for Jennifer. Thank you. And again, Jennifer, I got you. If we can't get to this tonight, I will do my very best to get to you tonight. If it's on Instagram or email, or if you want it over the live stream, we can do that next time I go live, okay, honey? I know you're a regular here, so I don't know what's going on. I'm very sorry. Last call, everybody, for all donations and Miss Jennifer's question. Last call. Thank you. Miss Jennifer, I'm going to give you my Instagram because I don't know if we're friends on there. I'm hoping you're watching right now, okay, honey? Because I can read for you over there. Like I said, no additional charge. It's over DMs, and I'll show you a picture of the cards. Last call tonight, last call for all donations and Miss Jennifer. Sorry about that. And if you are not friends with me on Instagram or you don't use Instagram, here is my email. All right, so it looks like, I don't know if Jennifer can get through, but I will accommodate her as I can, as well as I can. Thank you all so much. Much love and light to you, and I will do my best to see you tomorrow. If not, I will see you on Thursday. Much love and light to you. God bless.